Let's see what will happen if we use Meguiars hybrid ceramic wax as a spray-in clay. At least that's what I'm gonna call it. So literally spray it on the panel, take the clay mitt and clay, and then rinse it off. And so this particular vehicle, I guess it would have been about 2 months ago now, we did what the directions say as far as for the first time apply the base coat by, while it's still wet, spraying it on, and then just using a microfiber towel to dry it. So we did that, and then I've got a video already out where I'm pretty sure it was like a month after that I came back and showed y'all what it looks like, and it's pretty much the same results today. This is pretty much a month out, and so on the hood and everything, the hood and the roof, it's still beading water and sheeting water. However, on the sides, on this side and the other side, it's pretty flat, and I'm going to show you that real quick. Let me just turn this on. So you can see, like, look at the windshield, how it's just throwing water off. And then on the panel, pretty flat. More so towards, about that line and down. You can see up top there, it still will sheet off. But for the most part, we're going to say that the doors are flat. And so that's what I'm going to show you doing this on, is these doors right here. We're going to do a what I'm going to call a spray and clay. So let me grab the clay mitt and we will be right back. Okay, so there we go. I've already shaken this up off camera, but I'll do it again real quick. Got my, what was this one? Was it the Griot's? No. I can't remember what this, Eagle One, I think that's what it is, this Eagle One clay mitt. And from what I've found, this has worked better than the fine and the medium nano skin clay mitt. And notice how, I'm standing back a little bit and trying to fan it as I go. So, because I've seen people where they get, right up on it and just get a glob, and, I guess in this case, if we're going to spray it around like this, maybe not such a big deal, but definitely if you're going to use it the way they're saying to, on the second time, to come in and just spray it on and then rinse it off. Because this is a viscous product, a thicker product, just spraying it in a big glob and then going and rinsing it, it's not going to spread out very well, especially if you're using a garden hose. And I'm sure there's going to be people that leave comments. I would think that, because I've already had somebody say something to me about, go check out Obsessed Garage, Matt Moreland's channel, and I did. I watched those videos where he went in to Meguiars and was getting the product education and all that, and I think that's cool. Thought it was very interesting, and I was actually surprised when I seen it pop up and it said something about the Meguiars hybrid ceramic wax. Why does it exist? Something like that. And I thought it was interesting to hear it from the Meguiars guy. I'm not sure if he's a salesman or what role he plays in development of the products, but it sounded like he knew a fair amount about it. And so I thought it was interesting to hear it from him, especially in what they said it was designed for. That, and then, the whole SiO2 thing where it does make sense to me as far as what he was saying about, you know, there's different variants of that, and that chemists can, you know, tweak, change one little thing so it doesn't show up on the radar, so to speak, because I won't get into it necessarily, but years ago, probably 8 years ago or something, there was this case where, around here anyways, in Middle Tennessee, there was a deal where some, we'll just call them underground chemists, you know, had produced some, they were drugs, they were synthetic drugs, and I'm sure this made national news, but it was probably everywhere, but they were, like, I remember one of them was called bath salts, and that was supposed to be synthetic cocaine, and they got away with this for a while because it wasn't testing, it wasn't showing up on drug tests as cocaine or as any drug, you know, that was known. And that's, you know, that's a kind of, you know, might not be a good example for products, but I think you get my point. What I'm saying is they were able to tweak something, and, you know, you still get the results or close to it of, you know, this, but yet it doesn't show up on a test as, you know, it's relative or whatever. So, you know, not endorsing synthetic drugs or drugs at all, but what I am saying is the chemistry part of that I find interesting. So I just thought that was interesting to watch his video and to see that. Okay, so I just set my clay mitt down. We're just going to rinse it off now. So definitely a noticeable difference. And all I did is what you see me do, spray it on there, and then use the clay mitt to, you know, kind of spray it in, rub it in, and, you know, do a little bit of claying at the same time. Really, I should have only done one panel, then rinse my clay mitt off and do it. So apologize, but that's what I should have done. I was distracted by talking about the, you know, the Meguiars, Obsessed Garage Meguiars video, and turn it off. And so speaking of that, you know, it talked about, if you haven't seen that video and you have any kind of interest in Meguiars hybrid ceramic wax, be it good or bad, you know, I think you should go watch that video because I forget what it's titled, but he made just a video just out of that section, just about Meguiars hybrid ceramic wax, him asking questions about it, and the Meguiars guy, you know, answering and explaining. And one of the things I also thought was interesting is, so he talked about, you know, kind of what I was saying about the globs, how you want to, you know, stand back and get a fine mist on there, and then that you want a strong, you know, he said a strong stream of water, the stronger the better. Now, obviously not going into 4,000 PSI, but like this pressure washer here is the Sunjo SPX 9004. It's putting out about 900 PSI. And, you know, that's better than using a garden hose. If a garden hose is all you have, you know, then it's definitely more important for you, I would think, to, like I said, get that fine mist, that even coverage on there, because it's not, the garden hose isn't going to spread it as well. But either way, it's important to do that. But the pressure washer helps spread that around. And so, yeah, if you haven't seen that video that Obsessed Garage put out, go check that out. I thought it was very interesting. And I'm interested to hear the comments down below. What do you think about, what I just showed? I was thinking about it because I've been, on some vehicles, I've been taking that same clay mitt and actually Gary Dean's Forever Rinseless, because I've still got some of it left and I want to use it up. And so I've been diluting it down, like a detail sprayer, a clay lube. And these are on vehicles that are neglected and have no protection on them and, really need to be clayed. And instead of, I guess I could be using that, consider it as a clay lubricant. So, I wash it, I rinse it, and then I leave it wet and go in and spray the Forever Rinseless on the whole vehicle and then come and clay it and then go straight into drying. And there was a vehicle a few days ago that after I got done with it, it was sitting outside my shop waiting for them to come pick it up, and it actually started raining. It sucks for them. They had to drive it home in the rain after they just paid to get detailed. But I got to see that that it was beating water, very well actually for what it is. And because normally I'm not gonna, unless I'm making a video, I'm not gonna dry the vehicle off and then spray it and get it wet, just to see if it's beating or not. I do that on the side on testing and whatnot. But so that was the first time that I got to see, as far as me doing that method and then it raining and me getting to see the short-term results, instant results. And that's kind of what I wanted to do here. That gave me the idea to use it, because that and the combination of, I think I watched another video that had something to do with Optimum, and they talk about how you can use the Optimum spray wax, basically just like I just did this, to spray that on and use that as your clay lubricant, and then go straight into drying. Now in this situation here, as you've seen, I rinsed it off. One reason was because I wanted to see the difference, for us to be able to see, what it was going to do water behavior wise. And the other one was just because after I, watched that video the other day, I kind of got the impression that what I just did is better. If I was going to use it, it'd be better for me anyways, to rinse it like I just did and then dry it, versus doing that and then going straight into drying. So that's just me personally, but like I said, I'd be interested to hear, down in the comments. Hopefully there's several comments down below this video. I know the product's popular, but I don't think that I've seen anybody make a video doing what I just did, particularly. So interested to hear some feedback from y'all. And I think that's pretty much it for this video. So like I said, leave it all down below, and until the next one, y'all either be good or be good at it.